कर्पूरारार्तिक्यं समर्पयामि नमस्करोमि। नमो नमस्ते स्फटिकप्रभाय सुश्वेतहाराय सुमङ्गलाय सुपासहस्ताय जशासनाय जलाधिनाथाय नमो नमस्ते। पासपाणि नमस्तुभ्यं पद्मिनी जीवनायकं यावत् पूजां करिष्यामि तावत् त्वं स्वस्तिरो भव। शिवं वरुणाय नमः। प्रार्थनापूर्वकं नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि। अनेन पूजनेन श्रीवरुण आवदेवता प्रियन्तां नमः। बोले वरुणदेव भगवान की जय। अथ सूर्यनारायण पूजनम्। ॐ ध्येयं सदा सवितरमण्डलमध्यवर्ती नारायणा सरसिजा सरसन्निविष्ट केयूरवान् मकरकुण्डलवान् किरीटी हारे हिरण्यमयवपूधृतशङ्खचक्र श्रीसूर्यनारायणाय नमः। ध्याये ध्यानं समर्पयामि। ओमाकृष्णेन रजसा वर्तमानो निवेशन्नमृतं मृतं च हिरण्येन सविता रथेन देवो जातिभुवना निपश्यन् श्रीसूर्यनारायण नमः। आसनं समर्पयामि। आवाहनं समर्पयामि। ॐ पादयोर्पाद्यं हस्तयोरर्घ्यं मुखे आचमनीयजलं समर्पयामि। सर्वाङ्गे स्नानीयजलं समर्पयामि। श्रीसूर्यनारायणाय नमो नमः। ॐ पञ्चनद्यः सरस्वतीमपि यन्ति सस्रोतसः सरस्वती तु पञ्चधा सुदेशे भवत्सरिता श्रीसूर्यनारायणाय नमो नमः। पञ्चामृतस्नानं समर्पयामि। ॐ सहस्रशीर्षपुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपातः भूमिगुं सर्वतस्कृत्वात्यतिष्ठदशाङ्गुलं पुरुष एवेदगुं सर्वं जतभूतं यच्च भाव्यं उतामृतत्वशेषानो जदन्नेनातिरोहति एतावानस्य महिमातो जायांश्च पुरुषः पादोस्य विश्वाभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं देवी त्रिपादूर्ध्व उदयत्पुरुषः पादोषेह भवत्पुनः ततो विखवं विक्रामत्सासनानसने अभि ततो विराड जायत विराजो अधिपुरुषः अत्यरिचत पश्चात् भूमिमथो पुरः तस्मां दग्या सर्वभूतरिचः सामानि जगिरे छन्दागुंसि जगिरे तस्माद्यजायत तस्मादस्वा अजायन्त जे केचो भयादतः गावो ह जगिरे तस्माज्जाता अजावयः तं जगियम्बरेः प्रोक्षन् पुरुखं जातमग्रतः तेन देवा अयजन्त साध्यारिखयश्च जे यत्पुरुखं व्यददुः कतिधा व्यकल्पयन् मुखं किमस्यासीत् किं बाहु किमूरुपादा उच्येते ब्राह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यः कृतः ऊरु तदस्य यद्वैश्यः पृथिव्यां गुंशूद्रो अजायत चन्द्रमा मनसो हो सूर्यो अजायत श्रोत्राद्वायुश्च प्राणश्च मुखादग्निरजायत नाभ्यासेदन्तरिक्षगो शेषणोर्द्यौः समवर्ततपतिभ्यां भूमृदिशः श्रोत्रां तथा लोकान् अकल्पयन्ना यत्पुरुषेण हविखा देवा जज्ञमतन्वत वसन्तोषासि दाज्यं ग्रीघमैतमः सरद्धभिः सप्तास्य सन्परिधयस्त्रिः सप्तसमेदः कृताः देवा जदग्नं तन्वानाम् अवदनन् पुरुखं पशुं जग्नेन जज्ञमयजं तदेवास्तानि धर्माणि प्रथमा न्यासन्न तेहनाकं महिमानः यत्र पूर्वे साद्याः सन्ति देवाः समृतः पृथिव्यैरसाच्च विश्वकर्मणः ताग्रे तस्य तुष्टाभिदद्रूपमेति तन्मर्तस्य देवत्वमाजानमग्रे वेदाहमेतं पुरुखं महान्तम द्वितीयवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् तमेव विदित्वा ते मृत्युमेति नान्यः पन्था विद्यते यनाय प्रजापतिश्चरति गर्भे अन्तर्जायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस्य योनिं परिपश्यन्ति धीरा तस्मिन्न तस्सुर्भुवन निविश्वाजो देवेभ्यः तपतिजो देवानां पुरोहितः पूर्वोजो देवेभ्यो जातो नमो रुचाय ब्राह्मणे रुचं ब्राह्मञ्जनयन्तो देवा अग्रे तद्ब्रुवन् यस्वेवं ब्राह्मणो विद्या तस्य देवा असन्वसे श्रेष्ठते लक्ष्मीश्च पत्न्या बहोरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपमस्मिनो व्यातं स्नन्निघाणामों मयिघाण सर्वलोकं मयिघाण ओम भगवान श्री सूर्य नारायणाय नमो नमः। ओम पुष्प आसनं सुगन्धितैलं वस्त्रम् ओम युवा युवासा परिवीत आगात्सौ श्रेयान् भवति जायमानः तं धीरास कवय उन्नन्ति साध्यो मनसा देवयन्तः। ओम श्री सूर्यनारायणाय नमः। वस्त्रम् ओम युवा युवासा परिवीत आगात्सौ श्रेयान् भवति जायमानः तं धीरास कवय उन्नन्ति साध्यो मनसा देवयन्तः। गन्धर्वाखनस्त्वाम् इन्द्रस्त्वां बृहस्पते त्वामौषधे सोमो राजा विद्वानक्ष्मादमुच्यत। श्रीखण्डचन्दनं दिव्यं गन्धाढ्यं सुमनोहरं विलेपनं सुराश्रेष्ठचन्दनं प्रतिगृह्यताम्। श्रीसूर्यनारायणाय नमो नमः। गन्धं समर्पयामि चन्दनं समर्पयामि। श्रीसूर्यनारायणाय नमः। श्रीखण्डचन्दनं दिव्यं गन्धाढ्यं सुमनोहरं विलेपनं सुराश्रेष्ठचन्दनं प्रतिगृह्यताम्। ॐ अक्षतान् सुराश्रेष्ठा कुङ्कुमाक्ता सुशोभिता मया निवेदिता भक्त्या गृहाण परमेश्वर। श्रीसूर्यनारायणाय नमः। अक्षतान् समर्पयामि। ॐ माल्यादीनि सुगन्धीनि मालित्यादीनि वै प्रभो मया हृतानि पुष्पाणि पूजार्थं प्रतिगृह्यताम्। श्री सूर्यनारायणाय नमः। ओम ओम श्री मित्राय नमः। ओम रवाय नमः। ओम सूर्याय नमः। ओम भानवे नमः। ओम खगाय नमः। ओम पूषणे नमः। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः। ओम मरीचये नमः। ओम आदित्याय नमः। ओम सवित्रे नमः। ओम अर्काय नमः। ओम भास्कराय नमो नमः। नानाविधपरिमलपुष्पाणि सम्पूज्य ओम धूपम् ओम ब्राह्मणोषमुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यः कृतः ऊरुदधस्य वैश्यः पदभ्यां शूद्रो अजायत। ओम दीपम् ओम चन्द्रमा मनसो जातचक्षुः सूर्यो अजायत। श्रोत्राद् वायुश्च प्राणश्च मुखादग्निरजायत। ओम श्री सूर्यनारायणाय नमः। दीपं सन्दर्शयामि हस्तप्रक्षालनान्ते नैवेद्यम्। ॐ नाभ्या आशीदन्तरिक्षगुं शिष्णोर्द्यौः समवर्तता पदभ्यां भूमृदिसः श्रोत्रां तथा लोकान् अकल्पयन्। श्रीसूर्यनारायणाय नमः। नैवेद्यं समर्पयामि। ॐ माल्यादीनि सुगन्धीनि मालत्यादीनि वै प्रभो मया ऋतानि पुष्पाणि पूजार्थं प्रतिगृह्यताम्। ॐ हिरण्यगर्भः समवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जातः पतिरेक आसे सदा धारपृथिवीं द्यामुते मां कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। श्रीसूर्यनारायणाय नमः। द्रव्यदक्षिणां समर्पयामि। ॐ नाभ्यासीदन्तरिक्षगो शिष्णोर्द्यौः समवर्तता पद्भ्यां भूमृदिसः श्रोत्रां तथा लोकान् अकल्पयन्। ॐ हिरण्यगर्भः समवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जातः पतिरेक आसे सदा धारपृथिवीं द्यामुते मां कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। श्रीसूर्यनारायणाय नमः। द्रव्यदक्षिणां समर्पयामि। ॐ तदीयवस्तु गोविन्दं तुभ्यमेव समर्पयेत्। ग्रहाणसम्मुखो भूत्वा प्रसीद परमेश्वर। श्रीसूर्यनारायणाय नमः। पुष्पं समर्पयामि। द्रव्यदक्षिणां समर्पयामि। नैवेद्यं समर्पयामि। ॐ नाभ्या आसीदन्तरिक्षगो शिष्णोर्द्यौः समवर्तता पतिभ्यां भूमृदिसः श्रोत्रां तथा लोकान् अकल्पयन्। श्रीसूर्यनारायणाय नमो नमः। माल्यादीनि सुगन्धीनि मालत्यादीनि वै प्रभो मया ऋतानि पुष्पाणि पूजार्थं प्रतिगृह्यताम्। ॐ हिरण्यगर्भः समवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जातः पतिरेक आसे सदा धारपृथिवीं द्यामते मां कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। श्रीसूर्यनारायणाय नमो नमः। ॐ माल्यादीनि सुगन्धीनि मालत्यादीनि वै प्रभो मया ऋतानि पुष्पाणि पूजार्थं प्रतिगृह्यताम्। श्रीसूर्यनारायणाय नमो नमः। पुष्पं समर्पयामि। द्रव्यदक्षिणां समर्पयामि। ॐ श्रीसूर्यनारायणाय नमः। ॐ आकृष्णेन रजसा वर्तमानो निवेशयन्नमृतं मृतं च हिरण्येन सविता रथेन देवो जातिभुवनानि पश्यन्। श्रीसूर्यनारायणाय नमो नमः। पुष्पं समर्पयामि। द्रव्यदक्षिणां समर्पयामि। श्रीसूर्यनारायणाय नमो नमः। ॐ नाभ्यासीदन्तरिक्षगो शिष्णोर्द्यौः समवर्तता पद्भ्यां भूमृदिसः श्रोत्रान् तथा लोकान् अकल्पयन्। श्रीसूर्यनारायणाय नमो नमः। श्रीसूर्यनारायणाय नमो नमः। ॐ माल्यादीनि सुगन्धीनि मालत्यादीनि वै प्रभो मया ऋतानि पुष्पाणि पूजार्थं प्रतिगृह्यतां। श्रीसूर्यनारायणाय नमो नमः। ॐ हिरण्यगर्भसमवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जातः पतिरेक आसीत् सदाधारपृथिवीं द्यामुते मां कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। मुखवासनार्थे ताम्बूलपत्रम्। ॐ हिरण्यगर्भसमवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जातः पतिरेक आसीत् सदाधारपृथिवीं द्यामुते मां कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। कर्पूरारार्तिक्यम्। ॐ इदगुं हविः प्रजननम् आत्मसनि प्रजासनि पशुसनि लोकसनि भयसनि अग्निः प्रजां बहुलां मे करोत्वन्नं पयोरेतु अस्मासु धत्त। श्रीसूर्यनारायणाय नमः। कर्पूर आरार्तिक्यं समर्पयामि। हस्तप्रक्षालनान्ते। ॐ श्री सूर्यनारायणाय नमः। श्री आदित्यहृदयस्तोत्रम्। ततो युद्धपरिश्रान्त समरे चिन्तया स्मितं रावणं चाग्रतो दृष्ट्वा युद्धाय समुपस्थितं देवतैश्च समागम्य दुष्टभ्यागतो रणम् भगवांस्तदा राम राम महाबाहो शृणु गुह्य सनातनं येन सर्वानरीन् वत्स समरे विजयिष्यसि। आदित्यहृदयं पुण्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनं जयावहं जपं नित्यम् अक्षयं परमं शिवं सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्यं सर्वपापप्रणाशनं चिन्ताशोकप्रशमनं वायुर्धनम् उत्तमं रश्मिमन्तं समुद्यन्तं देवासुरनमस्कृतं पूजयस्व विवस्वन्तं भास्करं भुवनेश्वरं सर्वदेवात्मको एष तेजस्वी रश्मिभावना एष देवासुरगणान् लोकान् पाति गवस्तिभिः एष ब्रह्मा विष्णुश्च शिवस्कन्दप्रजापति महेन्द्रो धनदा कालो यमा सोमो यपापति पितरो वसव साध्य अश्विनो मरुतो मनो वायुर्वन्यः प्रजा प्राण ऋतुकर्ता प्रभाकर आदित्य सविता सूर्य खग पूषा गवस्तिमान् सुवर्णसदृशो भानुर्हिरण्यरेता दिवाकर हरिदर्श सहर्षाचि सप्त सप्तमरीर्चिमान् तिमिरोधनं शम्भुतुष्टा मार्तण्डकोसुमान् हिरण्यगर्भः शिशिरस्तपनो हस्करोरवि अग्निर्गर्भोदिते पुत्र शङ्खः शिशिरनाशनः व्योमनाथ तमोभेदिर्युक् सामपारगः धनवृष्टिरपां मित्रो विद्यवीथि प्लवङ्गमः आतपीमाङ्गलिप्रीत्योमिङ्गलः सर्वतापनः कविर्विश्वो महातेज रक्तसर्भवोद्भव नक्षत्रग्रहताराणां मदिपो विश्वभावना तेजसामपि तेजस्वी द्वादशात्मन्नमोऽस्तु ते नमः पूर्वाय गिरये पश्चिमायाद्रये नमः ज्योतिर्गणानां पतये दिनादिप ह्रस्वाय नमो नमः सहस्राक्षो आदित्याय नमो नमः नमः उग्राय वीराय सारंगाय नमो नमः पद्मप्रबोधाय प्रचण्डाय नमोऽस्तु ते ब्रह्मोसानाचेताय सोराय वर्चसे भास्वते सर्वभक्षाय रौद्राय वपुषे नमः तमोघ्नाय हिमग्नाय शत्रुघ्नाय मितात्मने कृतघ्नाय देवाय ज्योतिषां पतये नमः तप्त हरये विश्वकर्मणे विघ्नाय रुचये लोकसाक्षिणे नाशयस् विभूतं तमेव सृजति प्रभो पाल्यते सत् वर्षतेभ्यगवस्तिभिः एष सुप्तेषु जागर्ति भूतेषु परिनिष्ठिता एष चैवाग्निहोत्रं च फलं चैवाग्निहोत्रिणां देवाश्च क्रतवश्चैव क्रतूनां फलमेव च यानि कृत्यानि लोकेषु सर्वेषु परमप्रभु येन माप्सु कृच्छेषु कान्तारेषु भयेषु च कीर्तयन् पुरुषः कश्चिन्नावसीदति राघव पूजयस्वेन्मे देवदेव जगत्पतिम् एतत्त्रिगुणितं जप्त्वा युद्धेषु विजयिष्यसि अस्मिन् क्षणे महाबाहो रावणं तं जयस्यसि एवमुक्ता गतो जगाम स यथातमम् एतच्छ्रुत्वा महातेजा नष्टशोको भवत्तदा धारयामास सुप्रीतो राघव प्रतया आदित्य प्रेक्ष्य चिरात्म्य शुचिर्भूत्वा धनुरादाय वीर्यवान् रावणं प्रेक्ष्य हृष्टात्मा जयार्थ समुपागतं सर्वयत्नेन महता कृष्णवस्यस्य वधे भवत् अथ रविरवन्दिनीक्षराममुदितमना प्रमं प्रहिष्यमाणं विदित्वा सुरगणमध्ये गतो वचस्त्वरेति श्रीवाल्मीकि रामायणे युद्धकाण्डे अगस्त्यप्रोक्त आदित्यहृदयस्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम् श्रीसूर्याय
ॐ नमो भगवते श्रीसूर्याय नमः श्रीसूर्याय नमः आदित्याय नमः श्रीसूर्याय नमः आदित्याय नमः आदित्याय नमः दिवाकराय नमः आदित्याय नमः दिवाकराय नमः ॐ नमो भगवते श्रीसूर्याय नमः ॐ नमो भगवते श्री सूर्याय नमः। बोले सूर्य नारायण स्वामी की। So today, by the way, did anybody when you were living in Guyana, have you ever heard about Makar Sankranti before? I didn't hear about Makar Sankranti before. Have you ever heard about Makar Sankranti in Guyana? In India only. Here you don't hear about that. So, in the West Indies, we were not fortunate to hear about many of these things, and we were not fortunate to do or observe many of them. So, Makar Sankranti is one of them. In the West Indies, we never heard about that. In the West Indies as well, we hardly heard about Pradosh. We never observed Pradosh Puja. Ekadashi fasting. We don't hear about that stuff in Guyana and Trinidad. Those times. Ekadashi fasting, Pradosh. We know about Purnima, which we call full moon. So we used to do full moon puja. What else we didn't know about? Akshay Tritiya. We never heard about Akshay Tritiya, and so I grew up in Guyana. You barely know somebody named Akshay, much less Akshay Tritiya. Right? What else we didn't know about Anil? You don't grow up in Guyana, though. Oh, you know that. Okay, so lots of these things we grow up in the West Indies, we never heard about. I'm telling you as it is. We never heard about it. We just grew up. All we know, Mahashivratri, Ram Navami, Hanuman Jayanti, Navratri, those kind of things, Janmashmi, and those kind of things. Shravan Mas. How many of you observe Shravan Mas in Guyana? One whole month of festival to Shivji. We don't do that. Even now, one or two places do it. Then Pitripaksh, of course, everybody knows that, but they don't do anything in Pitripaksh because they say God is not there, but that's not true. We come here now, we're doing Shrad in Pitripaksh, right? Then we go to Diwali. Everybody knows what's Diwali. And Gita Jayanti in December. We didn't know about that back home. So the good thing is that we have come to this country and we educated ourselves. We educated ourselves as Hindus, we grow as Hindus, we mix, we learn, and you meet some people who, most of the temples, the prominent temples, observe these things, not all the temples. So like tomorrow Pradosh, most temples are closed. The prominent temples are open, we'll do Pradosh Puja, and so on. So we come here and we learn all these things. So Makar Sankranti, what is Makar Sankranti? Makar, as in Makar Rashi, Sankranti, it means when you go to school, you learn the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. So Makar Rashi is the Tropic of Capricorn, and pretty much what it is, it's the sun moves in the northern hemisphere as of today. The sun is not moving northwards, the sun doesn't do that, but it moves in the northern hemisphere. Which means from now until July Guru Purnima, it's called the bright half of the year, Shukla Paksh. In the bright half of the year, a lot of things are done. It is highly recommended to do sanskars, Janeo sanskars, weddings, and those things. From now to July, whenever it's Guru Purnima, late July. After that, Krishna Pax. From that time, the dark half starts until January again, right? So this is the bright half of the year, extremely auspicious for lots of things. This part of the year in Shukla Paksha as well, from today, it is said that whoever dies in this part of the year, and I'm not saying this, the Gita says that if a person leaves their body on this part of the year in Shukla Paksh, they don't return to this earth. They don't take rebirth again. That if you want to know why, you have to ask Lord Krishna that. Because that's what he told Arjuna. The power and the greatness of this time. Now there's a story to go with that. Bhishma Pitamaha in the Mahabharata. Anybody know who's Bhishma Pitamaha? Everybody know who's Bhishma Pitamaha? Okay, one body know. So Bhishma Pitamaha was the grandfather of the Pandavas and the Kauravas. You can call him that. He was the son of who? Mother Ganga. And who was his father? Shantanu. Okay. So Bhishma Pitama was very powerful. Now he had amazing powers to do many things. He was a great warrior and everything else. But above that, he had one other blessing. He gets to choose the time he dies. He gets to choose when he dies. That was it. H1T, come on. Very good. Yeah. So he gets to choose when he dies. So in the Mahabharata, he fought for the wrong guys. He fought for the Kauravas, so Lord Krishna makes sure that he will not win. But if Bhishma Pitama wanted, he alone could have taken his sword and just slaughtered everybody. He's very, very powerful. He was a student of Bhagwan Parshuram. So at some point, Arjuna shot Bhishma Pitama. And you know how he shot Bhishma Pitamaha? He shot him with so many arrows that each pore on his body, you know, where hair come out, each pore on his body was an arrow inside, top to bottom, each pore of his body. But Bhishma Pitama was so pious that when he was falling, Arjuna did not let him fall on the ground. He shot him and the arrows pierced his body and it became a bed of arrows. So pious he was. Very, very great man. But he made the wrong decision to fight for the wrong guys. So when he fell, that was in Krishna Paksh, approximately December month. But he didn't die, he held his pranic energy. Now why he didn't die? Anybody know why he didn't die? Because he could choose to die, but why he didn't die? Why he didn't die? Why he chose to live on? He chose to live until today. So what did I say about today? What's today? Huh? he wouldn't be reborn. So if he dies today, up till July, he would not be reborn. So Bhishma Pitamaha lay on his bed of arrows, and he waits and he waits. And there are two things he was waiting for. What was he waiting for, Anya? Uttarayan, and what else? Very good. So he was waiting and waiting. He was waiting for Uttarayan, this day to come. So when he leaves, he will not come back. But first, he was waiting to see Lord Krishna. And Lord Krishna visited him on Makar Sankranti. And Bhagavan Shri Krishna says, Bhishma Pitamaha, you are so great, you're the son of Mother Ganga. You can go to the heavens whenever you want. Shukla Pak, Krishna Pak, it doesn't matter. I will send you there. He says, no, my Lord. As much as I was waiting on this day to come, I was waiting to see you on my deathbed. Because when we see Bhagwan, when we leave this world thinking of Bhagwan, we don't come back. Antakale chamameva, this is Gita, smaran muktva kalevaram, yaha prayati samadbhavam yati nastyat sanshaya. Lord Krishna says in the Gita, in the final moments of a person's life, antakale, as they're leaving, smaran muktva kalevaram, if they think of me as they leave their body, I guarantee they will not come back into this world. Guarantee. इसमें कोई संदेह नहीं है भगवद गीता में. I guarantee. So Bhishma Pitama says, my Lord, I was waiting to see you, and today is that day when he left this world. Bhishma Pitama. So such a pious day it is. So it's a great day for Bhagwan Surya worship, Gayatri Japam. For those who have Gayatri Upadesha, they chant Gayatri Mantra on this day as well. That's on a religious level. On a cultural level, today as well begins the spring season, the reaping of crops in India. And the farmers will start to reap their crops. We have Indian people here, so they know about that thing. The farmers will bring their crops to the temples, to the villages, and they will celebrate this day with Havan and fire and so on. They would do Havan and fire and all these kind of things, and they would celebrate what we call Lori, and they would celebrate Pongal. That's all a different name. Lori, Pongal, Makar Sankranti. So on a cultural level, it has cultural significance where it brings people together. Unfortunately, because of the place we live in here, we can't go do those things outside, but that is what it is, at least in India. It's a little chill in India now, and because it's chill, fire helps to cool people down as well. Additionally, people celebrate this day with kite flying in India. Kite flying is not a Christian thing. This was not invented by Christians. Kite flying is, very much a Hindu thing. So they do kite flying and so on in many parts of India. It's a very, very big thing. They have kite flying competitions, who can cut who kite, and all these kind of things. So lots and lots is celebrated today to begin the 6-month journey of what we call Uttarayan. Now, why is it that Bhagwan Surya is, so we talk about religious, cultural, now let's talk about Surya. Surya Bhagwan, what is so special about Lord Surya? Surya Bhagwan is called the solar power of the world. So there is this very beautiful thing that we chanted just now. It's called the Aditya Hridaya Stotram. It's a very beautiful stotram. And it was composed by Valmiki ji and given to Ram ji and so on. But it is said in the battle where Ram Bhagwan was fighting Ravana, Ravana was winning the battle against Ram. Imagine the bad guy was winning the battle. So Ram Bhagwan felt his limbs were weak. He felt mentally and physically he was losing shape, strength, courage, and he did not feel right about it. But if he stopped the war, he's going to be killed. But he teaches us a very important lesson here. no matter what you're doing, no matter how important it is, if you are not taken care of, if you are not strong, if you are not in shape physically or mentally, you will be unable to accomplish your duty 100%. Now, none of us are 100% at 100% of the time. All of you know that. Some days we are 50%, some days we're 80%, whatever it is, but nobody is 100% all the time. So when he was fighting this battle, he felt so weak. But he knew if he stopped, but he said, I have to stop and I have to rejuvenate. All of us should do that sometimes in life. We have to take a break. We have to get some sunshine. We have to rejuvenate. So he stopped the war. The first time the battle was stopped, and everybody respected it. Even Ravan respected it. Bhagwan Ram says, we all, listen, I need to, because if he sits there to pray and Ravan goes and take a sword and chop him off, Ravan will be a coward. And Ravan does not want to die a coward. He wants to die a hero. So Ravan says, no problem. Ram, you pray and do what you have to do. Come back when you're done. Bhagwan Ram sat at the battlefield. And it is said here, Tato yuddha parikshantam samare chintaya sthitam Ravanam chagrato drushtva yuddhaya samupastitam. While he was fighting the yuddha, the war, the Lord took a break. And Ram Mahabaho Shunu Guhyam Sanatana Yena Sarva Nareen Vatsa Samare Vijayasyase. Listen, Ram, the stotram is saying, Valmiki ji is saying here, about the mighty arm Ram Mahabaho. O mighty arm Ram, listen about the greatness of Surya. Ram Bhagwan, you know why he's called a mighty arm? When Ram Bhagwan was going across the ocean, and the ocean was not stabilizing, Ram Bhagwan took out one arrow and put it on his bow and says, I will dry up this whole ocean with one arrow. He's going to dry up the ocean. The ocean god came out, Varun Bhagwan, and says, no, Ram, look, all the fish, the whales, all the reptiles that are living in here, they will all suffer and die. I am the Varun, I am the ocean god, I will stabilize things. So powerful is Bhagwan Ram, and he felt weak. So he starts now. It says, Aditya Hridayam Punyam Sarvasatru Vinashanam. Aditya Hridayam Punyam. By listening and by reciting the Aditya Hridaya Stotram, this is this prayer, which is very ancient. Sarvasatru Vinashanam. We can vanish all our foes in life. Sarvasatru Vinashanam. We can vanish all our foes in life. Now, who are your foes? Who are your enemies? Your enemies are not people, of course, who don't like you or who you don't like. We have bigger enemies than that. Our enemies are right inside of us, deep inside of us. The things that we suppress, the lust, anger, hatred, greed, false pride, jealousy, 6 enemies that are very bad for us. These days we don't have a Ravan with 10 heads walking around. We have our 5 sense organs, we have our 5 action organs, which are our best enemies. Everything we smell, we want to eat. Everything we hear, we want to believe. Everything we see, we want to touch. That kind of thing. Don't talk about the mind. So those are the biggest enemies in life. Aditya Hridayam Punyam Sarvasatru Vinashanam. By reciting or by listening to this great stotram and praying to Surya, Sarvasatru Vinashanam, we can vanquish our enemies. Jayavaham Japam Nityam Akshayam Paramam Shivam. And we will gain victory in life. Sarva Mangala Mangalyam Sarva Papa Pranashanam. Surya Bhagwan's prayer and this prayer here brings us Sarva Mangala Mangalyam, brings us auspiciousness, Sarva Papa Pranashanam, and destroys sins in our life. And it says here as well that Chinta Shoka Prashamanam. Chinta, it brings us, it destroys Chinta. There is 2 words you have to be you have to learn here tonight. One is called Chinta and one is called Chitta. Chinta and Chitta. Chinta means what? All of you watch Bollywood movie. Chinta mat karo. What does it say? Don't worry. Chinta means worry. So Chinta means worry. And Chitta means what? Pyre. You're born people, right? Chinta will lead you to your Chitta. You understand that now? Okay, so don't worry. Don't worry, be happy. Chinta, which means worry, will lead you to Chitta, your pyre. The more you worry, the quicker you're going to get to Chitta. So by praying, just engage in daily prayers to Bhagwan Surya. However you know it, throw dhar in the morning and say Om Suryaya Namaha. That we know very much, to throw dhar in the morning. Very proud of our achievement in the West Indies. Throw lotha wat every morning, we're happy. Every morning, pray. No matter how you know or how you do it, pray. What is it? Chinta shok prashamanam. It destroys chinta and shok, worries. No? And prashamanam, ayur vardhanam uttamam. Ayur means long life. And it gives you longevity, and it destroys, of course, worries and so on. It's a very long stotram, as you heard. But in essence, this prayer is very, very powerful. When we do Navgraha Puja and thing, we usually chant it. For those few people who know how to chant this shloka. Bhaskar, you know how to chant it, eh? You know how to chant the Aditya Hridaya Stotram? Okay, now you know. Yeah, so it's very nice. Panditji knows, of course. So Ram Bhagwan sat there and he listened and he chanted the Aditya Hridaya Stotram. And when it was done, he became so rejuvenated. Bhagwan Surya sent the solar power, which we have discovered the other day. About you put something on your rooftop, you get solar power, and we're very happy about that. So Bhagwan Ram in Treta Yuga, thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago, 100,000 years ago, he told us about solar power. Today we learn about it, we feel very happy. Bhagwan Ram told us about it. Bhagwan Surya sent the solar energy and rejuvenated his body, and he blessed him. So today is that day when Bhagwan Surya, he is present, he's always present, but we ask his blessings on all of you, and whatever struggles we're going through in life, or whatever happiness we're enjoying, let us do so with God. When you're going through struggles, God must be with you, and when you're happy, the Lord must be with you as well. Happy Makar Sankranti to all of you. Happy Pongal. Happy Lohri to all of you, and may blessings of Surya Bhagwan be with you. Prem se bolo Surya Narayan Swami ki jai. So was it 2 words you should remember tonight? Chinta and Chitta. Chinta means worries, and Chitta means pyre. Chinta will take you to your Chitta. All right. We'll do Havan now, a little Havan, and then we'll do Arti.
शतसंवत्सरं दीर्घमायुः। बोले यज्ञ पुरुष भगवान की जय, सूर्य नारायण भगवान की जय। ॐ चंद्रमा मनसो जातश्चक्षुः सूर्यो अजायत, श्रोत्राद्वायुश्च प्राणश्च मुखादग्निरजायत। ॐ जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय दीनानाथ हरे। भक्तजनों के संकट, दास जनों के अवगुण, बंसी वाला दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। जो ध्यावे फल पावे, दुख बिन से मन का। स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का, सुख संपत्ति घर आवे। श्याम सुंदर घर आवे, कष्ट मिटे तन का। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। मात पिता तुम मेरे, शरण गऊँ किसकी। स्वामी शरण पढ़ूँ किसकी। तुम बिन और न दूजा, प्रभु बिन और न दूजा। आस करूं जिसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा, तुम अंतर्यामी। स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी। पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, जगत पिता जगदीश्वर। तुम सबके स्वामी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम करुणा के सागर, तुम पालन करता। स्वामी तुम रक्षा करता। मैं मूर्ख खलु कामी, मैं सेवक प्रभु स्वामी। कृपा करो भरता। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम हो एक अघोचर, सबके प्राणपति। स्वामी सबके आधारपति। किस विधि मिलूं दयामय, किस विधि मिलूं कृपामय। तुमको मैं कुमति। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। कर्पूर गौरम करुणावतारम, संसार सारम भुजगेन्द्रहारम। सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे, भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुः च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव। ॐ ध्येयं सदा परिभवग्नमभिष्टदोहं, तीर्थास्पदं शिवविरिञ्चिनुतं शरण्यं। भृत्यार्तिहं प्रणतपालभवाब्धिपूतं, वन्दे महापुरुषते चरणारविन्दम्। ॐ जयन्ती मंगला काली भद्रकाली कपालिनी, दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा धात्री। स्वाहा स्वधा नमोस्तुते। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं, जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं। वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं, श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये। बोले गणपति भगवान की जय, भवानी शंकर भगवान की जय, राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय, लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय, श्याम रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, सत्यनारायण भगवान की जय, शालिग्राम जी भगवान की जय, दुर्गे मैया की जय, लक्ष्मी मैया की जय, सरस्वती मैया की जय, गंगा मैया की जय, नवदुर्गा भवानी की जय, सूर्य नारायण भगवान की जय, हनुमान जी महाराज की जय, नवग्रह देवताओं की जय, सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय, गौ मैया की जय, सद्गुरुदेव भगवान की जय। सर्वे भवन जय जय श्री राधे श्याम, जय जय श्री राधे श्याम, जय जय श्री राधे श्याम। ओम नमः पार्वती पतये, हर 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 महादेव शंभो। ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वर, गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षगुं शान्तिः, पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरौषधयः शान्तिः, वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्ति ब्रह्म शान्तिः, सर्वगुं शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्ति, सामा शान्तिरेधि सुशान्तिर्भवतु, सर्वारिष्ट शान्तिर्भवतु।